Welcome, guys. Welcome to another review video. My name is Silver from ReHumanize AI at JBCONTENTLAB. Now, today we're going to be comparing two AI humanizers, AI Humanizer.io versus ReHumanize AI by JBCONTENTLAB. Now, how did I pick uh, these two? The two we'll be comparing with ReHumanize AI today. Now, if you're a freelance writer, an agency, or perhaps you blog writer, it's possible you're looking for an alternative to the tool you're currently using right now. It's perhaps maybe the quality is not really good, not good enough, or perhaps the tool you're using is struggling to bypass AI detectors like some Copyleaks, GPT-0, Originality AI, ZeroGPT. Now that could probably be one of the reasons you're trying to look for a better alternative to the AI humanizer you're currently using, right? It could be the case of quality, right? It could be the case of pricing, and it could be the case of actually able to bypass um, AI detectors, right? So today we're going to be comparing AI Humanizer.io versus Rehumanize AI by JB Content Lab. Now, if you've ever paste in this keyword AI Humanizer, right? You just paste if let's say you're trying to search for an AI humanizer, like you just paste in AI humanizer in Google. One of the keywords of the AI Humanizer that actually ranks for this keyword is AIHumanizer.io, as you've seen here, right? So we decided to actually test out the two and see how it performs when compared to Rehumanize AI by JB Content Lab. So we're going to be comparing AIHumanizer.io. You can see it here, AIHumanizer.io. We're going to be comparing it with Rehumanize AI by JB Content Lab. Rehumanize AI by JB Content Lab. So this is what AI Humanizer.io looks like, right? So and this is what Rehumanize AI by JB Content Lab looks like, right? This is what it looks like. So we're going to be checking for quality, how if the board of which two performs better naturally by passing AI detector, and which two is more affordable. Now let's start with AI Humanizer.io. Now to do this, I've generated an AI article using Clouded. So I've generated an AI article using Clouded. So this is an AI article right here. So I'm just gonna copy some part of the text. Now, starting with, I like to point out now, I would like to point out right here that in AI Humanizer.io, you get 2000 words, yes, 2000 words to actually test out the two, right? You get 2000 words to test out the two, and but the thing is, you can actually paste in 200 words at a time in the humanizer. You can actually paste in 200 words at a time. In Rehumanize AI by JB Content Lab, you get 500 words to test out the two. You get 500 words to test out the two. Uh, you can paste the 500 words in one go. Aside from the 500 words, they also offer you 8,000 words for just $2 for 3 days to actually test out the two. Yeah, so that's the difference in what you get as a user, as a new user, right? Trying to test out the two. So let's move into to actually test which two performs better in bypassing AI detectors. So I'm just gonna copy a section of this text, part of the text. So okay, so I'm gonna copy part of it. Okay, now I'm gonna keep it within 200 words because why? Because that's what AIHumanizer.io allows, right? That's the maximum. Okay, you can see it's pointing out it's over 200 words. So I'm just gonna reduce it a little bit. So I'm just gonna take this off. Okay, let's do it this way. Let me just take this off, right? Okay. All right. So this is an AI generated article from cloud. So let's confirm this is AI generated. I'm just gonna copy this text, paste it into paste it into ZeroGPT. Let's just confirm this is AI generated. As you can see, this is AI generated. So we're trying to uh, turn this AI generated content to completely human written content. So we're going to be testing with AI Humanizer first, AIHumanizer.io. So I'm just going to space it a little bit because I like to space. It's just my habit, right? Okay, so all right, and I'm just gonna click Humanize AI. So it's gonna take some time. Leave it go. Why? So we're gonna do this. We're gonna test this using four AI detectors. We're gonna test for Copyleaks, ZeroGPT, GPT-0, and Originality, and also more importantly, too, we're gonna be looking at the quality of the output it produces because it's not about just bypassing AI detectors. The quality of the output needs to be really good. If the quality is nothing to write home about, it doesn't really matter if it bypass AI detectors because you're just getting gibberish. So we're gonna be looking at that as well. Now, okay, all right. So this is what we pasted in on our left hand side. You can see we've got a number here, gaming attendant. So okay, well it did mess up the numbering, but that's not the problem. So going down, we've got a second list here, gaming supervisor. Let's see if it gives that. Well, it did not, right? It did not keep that. It did not keep that. We don't have that over here. You can see it didn't keep that. Okay, now now you can see when it comes to quality and actually retaining your the original output you pasted in there. AI Humanizer.io doesn't really do a good job. Now, when you read, let's read a little bit of the first paragraph. Gaming attendance out of frontline staffs and any venue with pocket machines, tablets, and terminals or other gaming facilities. Your day-to-day responsibility includes monitoring gaming floor, responding to machine faults and customer requests, processing payouts, and applying arrows, SGMs, minimization protocols in real time. Now that was our first paragraph. Looks like now when we read over here, let's see what it sounds like on the outputs it provided. Gaming managers manage an entire gaming operation, including poker machines, betting terminals, and gaming tables. Some venues have merged their gaming management rules with other functions. For example, a hotel manager might also manage a gaming operation in a casino or large gaming venue. A gaming manager might have several direct reports, while in any small. Now you can see this is completely like the output is provided on our for the first paragraph completely different from the original meaning of the first paragraph. You can see the quality is deviating, right? The quality is not good. It's really struggling to actually keep the meaning of the original text. It's more like providing meaning or explanations for on its own and just messing things up. And you can see we can't actually find number two gaming supervisor anywhere here. So okay, with that, I'm just gonna copy this right now and actually. So in terms of quality, AI Humanizer.io actually struggles to maintain the quality of the text. It messes up. It does mess up, right? So I'm just gonna copy this and we're gonna paste it into these AI Humanizers now. We're gonna paste into ZeroGPT. Let's see how it performs. Now, okay, we got a 23% AI score on ZeroGPT, a 23% AI score on ZeroGPT. Now, okay, I'm gonna check on originality. Okay, we got a 99% uh, human score on originality, 99% human score originality. And I'm gonna move to Copyleaks. We got a 100% human score also on Copyleaks. Then lastly, I'm gonna move to GPTZERO. And we also got an 100% human score on the GPTZERO. So, okay, it did bypass all AI detectors, but uh, from our observations, it managed to do this because the quality of the content reduced a lot. So, it reduced the quality of the content drastically. So, for these to be usable, you as a writer, for example, you have to rework this a lot. So, in other words, imagine you work on a 2,000 word article, a 3,000 word article, you actually have to be doing a lot of editing, heavy editing, right? So we do the same thing for um we're gonna copy this, right? We're just gonna copy the same text. We're gonna do the same thing for Rehumanize AI by JBCONTENTLAB. Okay, I'm just gonna humanize. So let's see how Rehumanize AI by JBCONTENTLAB performs. All right, so this is our output. You can see the output. Now you can see, all right away, we could observe something. Right away, when it comes to quality, you can see Rehumanize AI. This is our initial contents, given supervisor. And you can see Rehumanize AI maintains the quality of the content, right? Now let's read the first paragraph. You can see when we were reading for AI Humanizer.io, the output it gave to us were completely different from the content we have actually pasted in there. So in other words, you even though it does bypass AI detectors, you actually be doing a lot of heavy editing to make the text make sense, right? So but on Rehumanize AI, the text is really, really good. You can read gaming attendants are part of the frontline staff at venue with pokers, machines, tap, betting terminals, or other gaming facilities. You can see that's exactly retaining our fixed paragraph there, right? Your day-to-day tasks include looking after the gaming floor, responding to any issues with the machines and customer requests, processing payouts, and following RSCG strategies to deal with the problem gambling problem gambling behaviors. Now, you can see it really, really makes sense. Now, when I copy this, and if you notice right, on AIhumanizer.io, you can't actually format. You can't, what I mean format, you can't format right away. All right, you can see you can't format and right. So, but on Rehumanize AI, you can format your test. You can actually format right away, and you can see basically format right away. Okay, so you can format right away. Now I'm just gonna copy this. I'm gonna do the same text. I'm gonna do the same text for each of the tests like we did for AI Humanizer.io. All right, we got it for the 2% AI score on Zero GPT. For the 2% AI score on Zero GPT. Okay, let's check for GPT Zero. We got a 99% human score on GPT Zero. Let's check on Copyleaks. We got a 100% human score on Copyleaks. Let's check on Originality. We got an 100% AI score on Originality. Now, okay, coming back, we see Rehumanize AI have struggled to bypass Originality for struggle to bypass Originality for this text right now, and also ZeroGPT, right? But the thing with Rehumanized AI is that you get different writing styles. So because we've used Ultra, it has struggled to bypass Originality AI. But when you use, let's say you're trying to bypass Originality AI and you use the when we use the originality model, let's test it out and see how it performs if it does bypass originality this time around. So our Rehumanized AI gives you two writing styles, the Ultra, the Scene, and the Originality mode. We've used the Ultra before. You can see Originality mode. It doesn't bypass Originality mode. It bypasses Zero, GPT, GPT-0, Copyleaks, Turnitun, Grammarly, Qboot, but not Originality. So using the Originality model, this is the output it provided. So just gonna copy this now and we're going to test it out one more time on originality now and see how it fails if it does actually bypass originality. Okay, off limits here. All right, just gonna move it here. Okay, and just like that, you can see we got an 100% human score on originality. All right, now so it's just a matter of you knowing the AI detector you're trying to bypass now. In other words, if you're very sure, or like for example, um, the client that's giving you the content or the article to write is not intended to bypass or doesn't check with originality, you're good using the Ultra model, which can bypass all AI detectors except originality. But if you're specific, the client checks with originality AI, you're good using the originality AI.com. So in other words, um, rehumanized AI by JBCONTENTLAB does bypass all AI detectors, but you just have to pay attention with the writing style you're picking. Now, AI Humanizer, yes, does bypass all of the AI detectors we're trying to, but the quality of the content it's not really it's really poor, and you have to actually do a lot of heavy editing. Now uh we're going to be working with another text, right? Because you can't judge with just a specific. So we're going to be working with another text. So we just copy this part of the text. Now I'm going to paste it in there right more time in both AI humanizers, and we're going to see how they perform, right? Because we want to be sure that these AI humanizers they actually uh, bypasses the AI detectors consistently, right? Consistently. All right. So, okay, to do this, working with this text now. All right, so just gonna humanize now. We're working with AI Humanizer. This is the second text we performed the first text. AI Humanizer.io was able to bypass all AI detectors, but the quality was really, really poor. Rehumanize AI by JBCONTENTLAB was able to bypass all AI detectors except originality, because we did use the ultra model, not the originality model, to bypass. So that that is it. That is it. That is it. So okay, all right. Okay, it's giving us an output right here. Now you can see again, the quality, right? It did better this. Okay, the four. Okay, okay. All right. So we're looking at quality first of all. Now it did omit this art. Okay, you can just add that again. Add that yourself. Casino dealer man operates several games just okay, okay. Large Australian. Well, it still struggles with quality. It struggles with quality. But then let's copy this on test and using HAI Humanizer again. Okay, we've got 98% original score um, on originality. Got an 100% human score on GPT-0. We've got an 100% human score on Copyleaks. Now, lastly, yes, okay, we got a 62% AI score on ZeroGPT. Got a 62% AI score on ZeroGPT. So it did bypass Copyleaks originality, ZeroGPT, but it did not bypass zero. Sorry, it did bypass GPT-0 originality and Copyleaks, but it did not bypass ZeroGPT, because we got a 62% AI score here on ZeroGPT. Now, and again, like I said, the quality, it struggles with quality again. Now let's read this part of the text. Uh, you see, okay, let's read in terms of quality now. You see, dealer roles are typically in high demand at large Australian casino operators, which recruit consistently and often offer full internal training programs for new starters. Uh, what employers are looking for at entry levels: mathematical aptitude, composure under pressure, and the interpersonal skill to manage the table environment professionally. Now, for the text it provided, let's read. Large Australian casino operators are always hiring for dealer jobs, and most offer internal training programs for all new employees. Employees typically seek applicants for dealer position who possesses math key, can remain calm under pressure, and demonstrate the ability to create an enjoyable environment for the players sitting at their table, e.g., by treating everyone fairly and with respect. Those who have ROC certificate and demonstrate these ability levels when they apply will be given priority for being hired as dealers. Now, quality struggle. Now, we're gonna do the same thing using ReHumanize AI. We're gonna do the same thing using Rehumanize AI. Let's see if it provides a sum around. Okay. Okay, you can see it did. Okay, struggle to keep the number returned. Okay. Other than that, everything else is in place. Now, okay, average salary. Now you can see the content reads really, really well. There's a strong demand for dealers at major Australian casino operators with constant recruitment driving offering opportunities for comprehensive in-house training for new employers. For entry-level positions, employers seek to employ individuals with good maths key, calm and composed personality, able to work well under pressure, and good communication skills to maintain a professional and comfortable atmosphere at the tables. Applicants holding ROCG certificate demonstrate these qualities have demonstrating these qualities are priorities in the hiring process. Now, all right, I'm just going to copy this text now. I'm going to test on those AI detectors one more time and see how it performs the time around on our second test. Now, we've got a 97% human score on Originality AI this time around. You can see even the ultra model on Rehumanized AI can bypass originality, but not just consistently because the ultra model wasn't actually built to bypass originality AI consistently. That is why we've got an originality AI model right here. So we're using the ultra, right? But if you want to consistently bypass originality, you use the originality.ai model. Now, okay, you can see we've got 97% human score on originality this time around. Okay, let's move over to checking for Copyleaks. Okay, let's check on GPTZERO. We've got 99% human score also on GPTZERO. Let's check on Copyleaks. Wow. Copyleaks it came out with 100% AI score. Okay, let's check on ZeroGPT. Okay, and we got just 25% AI score on ZeroGPT. Now you can see originality, Rehumanize AI by JBCONTENTLAB did bypass GPT-0. It did bypass Originality AI. It did bypass ZeroGPT, but this time around it struggled to bypass Copyleaks, right? It struggled to bypass Copyleaks. So the thing that's right, uh, it's about being really really careful when trying to bypass AI detectors because no AI humanizer out there can be really consistent in bypassing all AI detectors are the goal, right? At the point, so you've got to actually watch out. Okay, I've just done this again. Let's see if it bypass uh Copyleaks again. This time around, let's see. Confirms. Okay, you can see this time around we got 100% human score Copyleaks. So in other words, when it comes to actually edge to edge comparing AI Humanizer.io and when it comes to comparing AI Humanizer.io versus Rehumanize AI, um, in terms of quality, Rehumanize AI does a lot far more better job that AI Humanizer.io. In terms of bypassing AI detector, Rehumanize AI also does a better job than AI Humanizer in the sense that now the both of them does struggle with one or two detectors. As we can see, Rehumanize AI at the point on our first test struggled to bypass uh, Originality.ai because we've used the Ultra model, but AI Humanizer was able to bypass Originality.ai, but the quality of the content was really, really poor. And in the second test, AI Humanizer did AI Humanizer.io could not bypass ZeroGPT because we had a 65% AI score, and Rehumanized AI also struggled to bypass Copyleaks. So you've got to that is why we strongly advise you've got to have an AI detector to actually use side by side when you're actually humanizing content. You got to test right away, right? You got to test like each bunch of tests you're trying pasting out there and the output it generates. You're gonna paste it into the detector to actually check if it has been humanized, right? So you don't just go off the bat with the content or with the output generated. But looking at both overall when it comes to quality and when it comes to bypassing AI detectors, uh, Rehumanize AI does a better job than AI Humanizer.io. And another thing which why why Rehumanize AI has an edge over AI Humanizer to keep this fair is not because of uh, right it's not because we're trying to be biased, yes, because right now for AI Humanizer.io, for example, when I paste in 105 words here, and maybe the content the output provide didn't actually bypass the detector. Now, when you paste in, when you try to rehumanize that content again, you're charged another 105 words. So, in other words, you could probably have spent 325 words, right? And you get it right, but on Rehumanize AI by JBCONTENTLAB, you get they offer what we call a free rewrite loop, in the sense that okay, when you paste in the content in here, and for example, you struggle to bypass a specific detector, and you wanted to bypass that detector, all right. Maybe like I said, if you know you want to bypass originality, you just gotta use the originality AI model and you bypass originality AI consistently. But if you're using the ultra model, you can't consistently bypass originality, right? It will bypass originality uh, at some point, but not really consistently because the ultra model have not been built for that. So it's just about you knowing the AI detectors you're trying to bypass, right? Now, now, Rehumanized AI offers what we call a free rewrite loop. Free rewrite loop in the sense that when you paste in the content into the humanizer, and even though you humanize that content again and again up to 5 times, you will be charged the original amount for the content you pasted which is, for example, in this case, 180 words. So even if we rehumanize this specific text again and again, we'll be charged just 180 words. But on AI Humanizer, if you when you humanize again, you're gonna be charged extra word counts, right? So when it comes to pricing, let's see what to actually performs better. Let's see what to actually is more affordable. Sorry. Uh, now for AI humanized IO, the basic plan starts at $15, which gives you 15,000 watts, right? For rehumanize AI, let's check the pricing. For rehumanize AI, the basic plan the starting plan starts at $9, which gives you 25,000 watt. So on Rehumanize AI by JBCONTENTLAB, you get 25,000 watts for $9. On AIHumanizer.io, you get 15,000 watts for $15, right? On the Pro plan, you get 50,000 watts for $25. On AI Humanizer I 50,000 words for 25 bucks. On Rehumanize AI by JB Content Lab, you get 70,000 words for 18 bucks. So and of course, like I said, if uh Rehumanize AI offers a 500 word to actually test out the tool when you sign in. Then, if you want to be more convinced that it's an AI humanizer you want to use in the long run, we've got a $2 plan, $2 plan for 3 days, a 3 day starter access plan, which costs just $2 for 8,000 and it gives you 8,000 words. Um, so when it comes to pricing, the most affordable tool, it's obviously Rehumanize AI by JBCONTENTLAB because 25,000 words cost you $9 on Rehumanize AI, while 15,000 words cost you $15 on Rehumanize AI. And like we said, Rehumanize AI, when it comes to quality, performs better than AI Humanizer.io. But when it comes to when it, AI Humanizer, when it comes to actually like passing AI detectors. We could say the two AI detector, AI humanized IO and humanized AI actually does bypass AI detectors, but they would at some point struggle to bypass a specific detector. But like I said, you can always rehumanize, you can always, which is why it's called rehumanize, you can always rehumanize the text again at no extra cost to you on using Rehumanize AI by JBCONTENTLAB. But on AI Humanizer, you forgot to pay every time you try to humanize the word. Uh, in other words, it cost you it costs you the words you're trying to humanize every time you click on humanize. So that's so in overall, Rehumanize AI by JB Lab is a better alternative to AIHumanizer.io. You can see it's the first two you see here when you click on AI, when you search for AI Humanizer on Google. So Rehumanize AI. So if you would like to get started with Humanize.ai, just click on the link. You'll see at the bottom of the post, and you can start out with a free plan, then maybe test out the 3 days as starter access plan and see how it performs for you. Please, if you found this video useful, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and of course, you were to subscribe as it really gives us a boost to what we do here. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.